Joining us today for Primetime Local News is Kalee Boisvert, an author and financial advisor. Thank you so much for joining us today, Kalee.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, no problem, because you have two books being released for 2023. So let's start off, with the most simple question. Can you kind of explain what these two books are?
Absolutely. Yes. I have a book coming out, which is a nonfiction book for women about money. And so I called the book Make Money Your Thing. And the reason I called it that is because what I was seeing time and time again was women saying things like, I'm not good with numbers. I'm not great at math. I'm not, money just isn't my thing. Well, guess what? You can make it your thing. And I think that's the biggest sort of key or the missing piece when it comes to women and their finances is this lack of confidence. And it all starts with, these messages that we're saying to ourselves, and society, I think, is saying it to us as well. So by us just saying, like, taking our power back and saying money is my thing and money can be my thing, it doesn't matter what stage of life you're in or where you're at with your finances or on that journey. No matter what, you can make it your thing, and it doesn't have to be hard. It can actually be really easy to do. So that's the novel that I wrote that's coming out. So specifically for women about money and really empowering women with their finances. And then the other book is a kid's picture book about a little girl learning about money. So when we think about oftentimes too, when people say, biggest regret when it comes to their money or finances is often like, I wish I would have started sooner. So I'm like, well, how soon can we start? Let's start really soon. Let's start with kids, little, like our children. Let's have these conversations about money and saving. And I specifically made the story based on, a little girl and her journey, because I want little girls to feel really comfortable in that space of that they can have big money goals and dreams. I think, that unfortunately that financial sphere and the money side of things has been historically very male dominated, and that as a result of that, we grow up as women thinking maybe like we don't belong there or we don't know as much or something like that. So I want it just to be for little girls, like just as easily that they can just say, yeah, I can learn about money too, and I can have these big money goals. So that's the kids' book. It's called Money Wise Mabel's Bursting Bank, and it's about a little girl who she fills up her piggy bank, and then she learns that you don't need that instant gratification necessarily, and that she can save up for something bigger. So she goes on that journey of learning that with her mom.
Well, I'm all for woman empowerment. I think this is an excellent idea. It sounds like you have the best of both worlds with children's book and a novel. So I think this is really great. And in the process of writing these and just having that inspiration, how's that support been around you?
It's been tough. Like, I think the imposter syndrome that we talk about, which I believe exists in the money realm of things for women, um, sort of crept in for me with the writing. And from an early age, I always wanted to write a book, or I just remember being like 13 and being in a bookstore and thinking to myself, like, I want to have a book, like a book on the shelves here, and have just some random stranger buy my book. Like, to me, that was like, whoa, that would be amazing. Someone other than my mom buying it. And so that was always really important to me. And I love books and I read books all the time. So like when we let those limitations go, anyone can write a book, right? And that's what's holding so many people back. Like when I tell people that I've written these books, and oftentimes the response I get from people is like, that's amazing. I've always wanted to write a book. And it's like, well, do it. You can do it, right? We can all do it. Anyone can do it.
Yeah, that sounds like a big obstacle, but it sounds like you overcame it. So that's
Yeah.
definitely an inspiration for others out there that are wanting to write something and they just don't know if they have, the skills to do it. Sometimes you just got to believe in yourself. So that's really nice. Now, for people that are wanting to check out some more information on these the novel and the child's book that's coming up here, where can they go online just to be able to find some more information on that and on you, of course?
Yeah. So on my website, which is just kaleeboisvert.com, my name's spelled a little bit weird. So it's Kalee and then last name Boisvert.com. That's my website. And then I do have links on there to my book, so you can kind of stay updated with the release dates. And the kids' book already is up for pre-orders now. So just waiting on the nonfiction one.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, it was really nice speaking with you today,
Thank
Caitlin.
you.
Thank you so much for giving us your time. I think this is really awesome to hear about these two books that are coming up here and for people out there that need that inspiration, especially the women here in the border cities. So thank you once
Yes.
again for joining us.
Yes. Thank you so much, Shelby.